Hi, my researching dragons. Good to see you. I hope you're all doing well and are safe and healthy. I put up this week, well, for the undergrads, I put this up this week. For the grads, I'll put up next week, what your research paper should look like. It's a detailed accounting of what I expect your paper to be. If you have an APA manual, you should use that for your research paper. There's even a sample paper in there, but I will try and put up some sample papers of our own that show what you should do and what you shouldn't do. So some good ones and some not so good ones that I've received over the years. So I'm just going to go over this in an outline format so you can see how this goes. Okay. All right, I was just making sure that it was on. So the first page should be only that on the first page, your title, your name, your university affiliation, and the running head. I don't want to see what the class is, no course numbers, no dates, nothing like that. That's all that should be on the first page. The second page is your abstract. At the top is your abbreviated head, and right underneath the abbreviated head is the page number. Page 1 is your abstract page. Again, I don't care what version of APA format you use as long as it's APA format. And it's very important to note that the abbreviated head and the page number goes on every single page, from this page, abstract page, all the way to your appendix end. If we don't do that, there's no way that we can keep track of whose research it is. Page 2 is an optional page. It's a dedication page. If you want to dedicate your research to someone or your work this semester, you should put something there thanking them. So then on the following page, you put the title down of your paper, and then you just start talking about your topic. You introduce your topic to the reader. You have to have 10 sources, 10 sources that explain what your topic is about, and you're basically just introducing study after study after study, and you're explaining it all to your readers, okay? Page 3 is a continuation of this. You can use subheadings. There's nothing more boring than just reading a page with no subheadings. And you should group them by like studies or like topic or something like that. When you're done with your lit review, you're going to list some empirical questions. And as you can see, they say empirical questions, and you're going to list them. The first couple of questions should naturally be your independent variables. What are your independent variables that you're studying? And then after that, some other variables that are interesting to you, but you're not going to get to do them in the study, or maybe they're a minor part of your study, okay? Someone can pick them up and go, hey, they did 1 and 2. Maybe I'll do 3 and 4. And then you just, after your empirical questions comes your methods section. This methods section should tell the reader what you did, what's your design, what are your participants, what's your procedure, what's your materials. When you talk about your materials, say, see example consent form, appendix, page, whatever. See example questionnaire, and you only put 1 of these each in the appendix to show the reader, hey, this is what I used, okay? So then you're going to put down the results section. The results section are just cut and dry what you found in your research. First thing you're going to do is you're going to do descriptive statistics. You're going to take all that data that you have, and you're going to make a chart of all the descriptive statistics, the mean, the mode, the median, all of that stuff. And then you're going to chart it out. I'm going to show you how to do that. It's not that hard. It's just tedious. And then after that, you're going to do your planned comparisons of your independent variables. The independent variables are what you're most interested in. So that's the first thing outside of the descriptive statistics that you're going to analyze. So your independent variables are the first thing you're going to analyze, keeping in mind that anything that is statistically significant must be charted. So you're going to have to chart out all of those, and then you're going to look at any interactions. What's the combined effect of gender and athletes, gender and non-athletes? So then you're going to do all your interactions as well, only charting out what is statistically significant, okay? So that's really important there. Then you go right into your discussion. Your discussion is the part of your paper where you will interpret your findings. In the results section, you're just putting down the statistics. Variable 1 versus variable 2 was this. The t-test showed this. The p-score was this. End of story. On to the next thing. But in discussion, you're going to say, this is what I got. This is why I think I got it. This confirms so-and-so study that I did in the intro lit review, or this is really not what so-and-so did in the intro, and I don't know why mine is different, or you're going to say why you think yours is different. And your lit review and your discussion section should be the longest part of your paper. Your discussion should mirror your results section in that you talk about your descriptive statistics first, then your independent variables, then any interactions you find. After that, you're going to write a concluding paragraph, okay? The concluding paragraph should be not titled, just something that you're telling the readers that, yes, I'm getting ready to conclude here, so this is what I'm going to do. Let me find page 6 on this. Page 6. So, to conclude, the researcher, remember, you're always talking in the third person, not the first person. No I, me, we, none of that. The researcher this, or the researchers found, you're the researchers in the third person. The researchers found, or the researchers feel, the researcher would like to discuss the findings, mention all your statistically significant findings. What are your big, broad conclusions that you have, okay? And then on a following page, totally beginning a page itself, are your references. The references for every study that you mentioned in your lit review, it has to be in the reference section, alphabetically and APA format, okay? So they must appear, and I will be looking for those in the reference section. When you're done with the references, on the next page, you're going to have one page centered in the middle, the word appendix. And in the appendix, this page after that, you're going to have a table of contents for your appendix. These are all of the things that you put in there, your charts, your graphs, your samples of your lit review, anything that's important, they all go in your variables list. All that goes in your appendix. And that's it. Your paper should follow like the things in the class that I put in the syllabus. What were you interested in? Lit review. What did you do? Methods section. What did you find? Results. What does it mean? Discussion section. And that's it. Okay? So that's how that all is supposed to flow. If you have any questions, feel free to call me. That's when you get to the paper. So I'll be making more videos. One about how to analyze the data. That's the next one I'm going to make. And then, of course, how to go from problem to research. So stay well, my dragons. Great day to be a dragon.